People gathered outside in an old Dallas shopping strip. Some wore masks, some didn't. One held a Trump 2020 campaign flag. Others openly carried their firearms. They were all there in support of Shelley Luther and her business A La Mode, the Dallas salon that decided to open early despite not being deemed essential during the COVID-19 pandemic. While these demonstrations have been helpful for A La Mode, Rob Case, a local musician and business owner, says they are hurting his music shop, Fiddle Bow Music Co.
Boy, has this been an experience for us. Yeah, we're in our 23rd year.
You're listening to the CobCast. I'm Cobb, and this is the cast. The music shop is adjacent to the salon. The two businesses share a small courtyard patio where some demonstrators and members of local media tend to gather. Case opened the shop 23 years ago with his brother. They mostly conduct music lessons, but Fiddle & Bow also rents and restores instruments for local musicians. Since the pandemic broke out, Case has been able to transition most of his music lessons online, but has shut down his retail operations. Fiddle & Bow, like the salon and so many other businesses across the country, has suffered significant financial loss during this time.
But our revenue is about, I don't know, roughly half of what it was before, maybe a little more. But, we're struggling.
He would like to safely start taking customers in again, but says he doesn't think they would be willing to walk through a crowd of demonstrators to get to his shop.
You cannot get into my shop without walking through the crowd of demonstrating people with automatic weapons. I'm not so much intimidated by the weapons. I've been around it my whole life. I'm really intimidated by just the lack of social distancing. It's not safe out there. People yelling and carrying on with no mask, and it just and it's all day long, every day. So I'm not going to have customers, and it's of no consequence to them whether I go out of business or not, but it's hurting the other businesses deeply.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott has laid out a multi-phase plan for reopening the economy. The salon would have been able to reopen in the second phase of this plan, around May 18th, but Luther says she could not wait that long.
The stylists were starting to get nervous because they couldn't pay their bills, and I was having a hard time because I wasn't, obviously making any money either, and no one was getting any government assistance, so we just decided the only way we could make money would be to open. It was too backlogged, and they were overwhelmed. The whole unemployment system, all of the SBA loans, they were overwhelmed, so no money was getting out to anybody.
To make sure her employees had customers, Luther made a post on her social media page the day before they opened telling people the salon was back in business. The salon had been closed since March 22nd. They reopened on April 24th. There weren't any demonstrations on the courtyard patio last Saturday, but a handful of customers waited outside for their turn in the salon. One of the employees at A La Mode, named Gloria, said they are still practicing social distancing, keeping each customer more than 6 feet apart.
Brian, have a seat and we'll call you the next available. Well, it came about because Shelley wants to keep her salon open for her employees to be able to feed their families.
And some of the people coming out here, you said that it's been in support of your business.
Absolutely.
Has it been helpful for the salon?
Absolutely. Well, anytime you're busy, it's helpful, but it's helpful for the communities and people coming. We've had people come from Temple. We've had people come from West Texas, from Oklahoma, all over because they can't get their hair cut and they need their hair cut or their nails done, and they've been great. It's been, they just want to support our First Amendment.
One business over here has said that they've decided not to open yet because of some of the people coming out in support of the salon. I mean, what's your opinion on that?
I feel like people can do whatever they want to do. I mean, it's not a dictatorship. If you don't want to go out, don't go out. If you don't want to support, don't support.
Right.
Okay, I can't talk anymore. I've got things to do. Thank you so much.
I also spoke to Luther about Case's concerns.
And what would you say to people who say that some of the supporters' presence there is affecting the other businesses in the area?
Well, actually, I got flowers from one of my neighbors thanking me for standing up, and he thought it was right. I definitely think that there wasn't much traffic in our little area, in our little shopping center at all before all of this happened, so it shouldn't be anything but positive for them.
There's one business, there's a music shop over there, and from what I understand, they also do music lessons as well. They've been able to transition a lot of their music lessons to online, and they said that they would like to open their retail the retail portion of their business at some capacity, but they're hesitant to do so if some of these people are gathering outside of the salon. What do you say?
Yeah, they are. I've never seen one person walk in their business ever, not once. So I don't know what kind of revenue they were bringing in before, but I literally have never seen that shop owner outside once of his space, nor have I ever seen a single person walk in there ever.
Well, some people must be going in there, right?
I've never seen anyone go in there myself.
I think they've been operating for like 23 years or something.
Right, but yeah, I've never seen someone go in there.
So, is it your position that they should open up anyway?
Who?
Well, I guess
the music store?
Yes.
Yeah, it's his right. It's his business. He definitely should do whatever he wants to do.
Luther wouldn't say whether or not there are any health risks to people gathering outside her business. She said her supporters are adults who can make their own decisions.
I guess some of the worries would be that, if enough people are gathering outside of your business, that it might not be that safe with this virus going around. With disregarding the music business, what would you say to that exactly? Do you think that it's smart to have people gathering in kind of a close space like that?
I will say this. I can only control what happens inside my salon. If adults want to gather peacefully outside of a business to show their support, that is absolutely their right to do so.
Luther said her supporters would disband if she asked them to. However, she says she would never ask them to do that.
If you did ask them to stop showing up outside of your salon, do you think that they would?
Yes. But I would never ask them to do that because it's their right to assemble. The whole purpose of the whole purpose of me opening my business is because it's my right to do so. That would be hypocritical for me to go to them and say, you don't have the right to do that, because they do.
Well, they do have their right to do that. Do you think that there are any health concerns that go along with them gathering outside in that little courtyard area?
I think that they are grown adults and can make their own health decisions. And it's not my responsibility to tell them what to do. I'm not their mom.
But Case says COVID-19 has not paid any attention to people's rights.
I guess as a business owner, I could kind of relate, except I don't want my customers to all fall ill and make me sick and have my elderly family members, drop dead for us. It's certainly not my intention.
Despite receiving a cease and desist letter from Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins, which she tore up in front of a rally of Open Texas demonstrators in Frisco, Luther says she has no plans of closing her salon.
We're open. We're gonna continue to stay open as long as I can help it. and they have not been able to do anything to shut us down.
If Luther could get her supporters to stay in front of her salon, away from Fiddle and Bow, Case says he'd be able to start taking customers again. Luther says she is open to a compromise, but that Case hasn't reached out to her directly. Case said he's worried that if he doesn't start taking in customers again soon, Fiddle and Bow will go out of business. I'm Jacob Vaughn, a journalist based out of North Texas. Some people call me Cobb. And this is the CobCast. Thanks for listening.